We're going to be taking a walk today here on our UK farm to look at the challenges that growers are facing during times of market volatility, climate change, labour issues. We're going to look at the risks and opportunities and how we can look at some of these challenges with innovations in protected cropping. We have 500 hectares of farming operations in the UK, Portugal, South Africa and China, and we supply and innovate growing system solutions in 50 different countries, covering 30 crops. Angus, that's quite a story of growth.
It's not really about growth or scale. I think the main drivers and desire over the years has been more about innovation, technically, and in approach to business. People always come first, but the drivers of the business, I think, beyond the people has been innovation.
And to build it over time, how would you measure success yourself? What are the things that you're looking for the business to be successful?
I think we need to look at profit, because that's the oil, that's the driver. People, as already stated.
Today, what are the biggest challenges you face now as a grower within our growing business that occupy your mind?
Short term, selling the product really well, close behind it or alongside it, managing the climate, and then wrapped up equally closely, short term would be labour.
So Angus, we stood on this beautiful cherry field with a total vent over the top. Can you talk us how we came to putting total vent on this site?
No, I'm super interested in cherries. It's a huge crop around the world, very high value crop, absolutely critical periods such as pollination, fruiting, where if the weather is imperfect, you lose 52 weeks of effort. A tunnel that is maximally flexible, which is what total vent is, because it can roll right up, gives you the tools you need. We will take the plastic completely off during pollination when the weather's good. We will have it down if there's any frost risk. We will come down in the 6 minutes, whatever it is that it can roll down in. But even within that, I'm also very interested in to what percentage we can increase the percentage of the day that is at the correct VPD level for maximum photosynthesis of the plant. So we've now walked to a favourite strawberry field. This is the Driscoll Zara, which I think is a fantastic strawberry.
Yeah, so these are, as Angus has said, 6 to the metre in an 8-row system of hanging strawberry gutters. We're in a 9.6 metre bay width, easy vent tunnel. So the innovation here was to make venting simpler and cheaper to install in the first place.
And then another interesting one is, do you hang the gutters or do you support them from underneath? So hanging enables more density of row. It comes there is an extra cost, and so is one's approach longer term or shorter term?
And a lot of these learnings we've taken from growing ourselves in glass and taking glass technology to a field scale. And as Haygrove is a growing operation in Haygrove, what's the time horizon you're looking at when you're making an investment decision like this?
My answer to you is that as time has passed, we've been longer sighted about our investments.
So there's a range of options. There's the low investment, quicker return route. There's the longer term time horizon on that. It's investing for the long term future. And here with Haygrove, we're seeing that time horizon get longer and longer over as time goes by. Okay, so here we are in one of our much bigger tunnels with 4 metres here to the gutter. They're still only 8 metres wide. Growing some beautiful Victoria blackberries from Driscoll's. Angus, tell us a bit more about what's happening in this particular tunnel.
4 metre legs, as you said, so an extra row in the leg row. So it's a 30% increase in the amount of plants that you would normally put in an 8 metre tunnel. This has cost a bit more than a simple tunnel that we have some older ones of that. Would I do this again for the extra row? 100%. Is that the economically right decision? 100%. You've got a third more yield from the same area.
So Angus, we've come upon some vine grapes growing in tunnels in substrate. Tell us what's going on here.
This is a bit of fun. We've taken the vines out of the soil, we've put them in a pot for all the reasons that are well understood now, and we've put them under a tunnel, so it's quite expensive. However, we have learned with all these other crops that those changes can make a substantial difference, first to yield, and we are achieving it. After that comes quality, and that's the journey we went through with strawberries and other fruits when we went into sort of field scale substrate.
So Angus, strawberries in the soil in a top vented tunnel. Tell us a bit about this field.
Yeah, on beds in soil may be of interest to customers who are growing in the soil, and there are it's the majority of world strawberries. These are in the soil because they're organic.
Right.
An open top like this with a vent where the hot air can rise out, and with a side vent as well so that the air can come in and then rise out, the chimney effect, has resulted in an environment that the staff who work here sometimes say is the best we've got on the farm.
So Angus, here we are in our latest tunnel, the most recent project, a total vent over strawberry propagation. Tell us what's happening in this tunnel.
Strawberry runner propagation, the quality of the plant is critical. So the investment one makes in trying to achieve the highest possible quality is a very important decision. It should be rolled right to the top, so you have the full natural light in. With air movement, you get air exchange, and you don't instill air. Again, no wind today. You don't get CO2 depletion under the stomata, under the leaf.
So natural light, air exchange, CO2 depletion, and the ability to roll all the way to the roof.
Yeah, and to have the optimum environment, whatever's going on outside.
But in terms of building resilience, Angus, what are you hoping the messages are that we've got across?
If you're an investor, you've got to invest ahead of it and think very hard about to what level and what climate is one in. And it's super challenging to balance all those market forces with short-term, interest costs and uncertainties about crop. Sapiens qui prospicit. Wise is the man who looks ahead. And we will do our best to listen, understand, propose what might be right in their circumstances or who they might talk to, and help them succeed.